Recording. Greetings and salutations. This is RKDM. We are playing The Burning Path, D&D 5th edition, and this is Rollstream, and that's Barry to here, although it doesn't look like him. He looks a bit different to that, actually, in real
Hi,
life.
hi,
Yeah,
hi.
yeah.
Much less catty.
He's much less catty, it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's... Yeah, I was going to make some kind of storm-related weather joke, but I couldn't think fast enough on my feet, I'm afraid.
that's all right. We're used to that.
He's tempting fate, that motherfucker. Okay.
My fate is already headed.
Okay. We have Christina down here with her silver dragon below. She's playing Lissa, and she does actually look like that. That's Christina. She's not pretending to be a cat or a dragon, although she has a dragon. That's different. I'm just going to embarrass everybody one at a time. Are you ready, Avery?
I am perpetually embarrassed anyway, so shoot.
I might lay off then in that case. It feels like it's just like, just low-hanging fruit. Fine. Okay, so yes, we are in Hemoth Tirith, if I recall correctly. Is that right?
Mm.
Yep. And most recently, I believe we had a little wee episode with the king. It was a bit of a Barry-centric episode, I must admit. So, it had to happen sooner or later, but we got through it. So thank you all for your patience. Where's he gone? Is he hiding now, embarrassed? Oh, he's back. No, he's not embarrassed at all. He can't humiliate Barry. So, yes, Hemoth Tirith, you are back at your quarters. There is an airplane flying over my house, which is not very conducive to sound effects and stuff, but can you hear that? No? Excellent.
No.
I'll just pretend it's not there then. Excellent. Okay, so you're back at your quarters. Do you have one room or two? Did we decide that? I know there was a window because you were standing by it at one point.
I feel like we have a suite.
Yeah, sweet.
Sweet. Okay.
Well, if nothing else, I imagine Elwyn would want some privacy.
Fair enough. Because this is not the fancy district that has proper suites like you might expect. It's sort of like you might have two rooms together next to each other in a hallway, maybe another room across the hallway, something like that. But there's bound to be like other people on that floor in the hallway at different times. But you are at the end of the hallway. I think I remember that much, unless I'm thinking of it from a different scene, but I have a feeling you're at the end of the hallway. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're in your room. Ren, is recovering from his bout with the king. No.
He didn't fight the king. He talked to the king.
Yeah, sorry.
I talked to the king.
That's true. He landed.
I fought my stepfather.
That's right. Indeed. Getting all confluxipated. Yes. Okay. Cool. And it is, after that, I guess it's evening. So you probably take a long rest, I expect.
I do.
Makes sense.
I do.
You do? I guess that
I
means
put a chair up against the door too.
I see. A chair against the door.
Because, I just defeated the champion. I don't want the champion coming through my door and killing me in my sleep.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's a reasonable response, I suppose. I mean, after all, you are related to him.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Okay.
Yeah. But if he really analyzes those moves, he's gonna.
Burning Path. Yep. What? So it's late at night. Do you mean? Did you spend any time in the tavern? Did you go and talk to anyone downstairs? Did you play any tunes?
Oh yeah, it's Sornel would have hung out in the tavern playing a bit of music.
All right. So while you're in the tavern playing some music afterwards, somebody there, I'm going to say well, some random elf. Let me think about it for a second. But in any case, they were at the fight. They saw the fight, and after they hear you play and they realize that you're a bard, they suggest that you write a song about it.
I will have to consider that. It's not a terrible idea.
Just fair enough.
I
So,
better come
mhm.
down from my room.
Come down from the room. We'll come
Yeah.
down from the room. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when you come down from your room, various people who were in the tavern look up at you. There's that halfling that was here selling mead. You remember him? There's a half elf sitting in the corner, the hood. I think Tannel met him briefly. There's the bartender and the owner. I believe I have some notes.
Well, I'm looking for my companions if they're seeable at any point.
Yep, they are all in the tavern, I expect. Lissa, where are you? You've been
I
very
guess
quiet.
with the others.
You with the others? Okay. Okay, so you're having a bit of a drink and a sit down and some food, I suppose.
Have a hunk of cheese and bread, and I'm still in pain, so I'm not in a real good mood.
Fair enough.
I know I've, had healing potions, but I assume the old muscles are feeling stiff like a board. Mm.
Yeah, you definitely took a beating. That's for sure. It was a concern.
No, I didn't. I did a wonderful job. Shh.
I think you went from 160 hit
No,
points to
we don't
30
talk
hit
about that.
points.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Okay.
I better
All
give you
right.
that long rest so you can get your hit points back.
Yeah, I did, but I gotta get some food.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, well, you're back at full health. And you do have, by the way, inspiration up your sleeve just in case you forget.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so you're going to get some food. Lissa's sitting down getting some food.
Tennel,
Hmm?
are you gonna sing tonight?
You've seen me singing already. I just got down from the stage.
But keep doing it. I like that other one you do.
Which other one?
Yeah, the one about the brave warrior and the young maiden and how she commits suicide at the end and jumps into a river.
I don't sing that one. You must be confusing me with someone else.
Well, come on, I can't be. I mean, true.
You don't sing that one, says one of the patrons. Truly?
I don't like that. I do not like the ending.
Oh, but it is a beloved song of Hemeth Tereth.
I play other songs.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Yeah, I suppose it's too miserable, isn't it? Especially the way she dies jumping off the cliff. And then she finds out, just as she hits the water, that her lover has come to save her.
One of the other elves starts tearing up as you're telling the story.
And I like this song. You gotta learn it for me one day, Tannel. You really have to.
I will keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. But sir, he is talented. He is talented. I've never heard a voice so sweet in all my days. Hey, Chris, forgotten. I was going good.
Lissa?
Lissa? Lissa.
Hey, Lissa, isn't that a fact? He sings like a bird, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sings very well.
Very well. Very well, okay. Very well. All right. All right. Hey, what about that you know, listen, think of a song he can sing.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I can figure out what song he's talking about?
Sounds reasonable.
23?
I imagine you can tell. I don't know what song it is, so you'll have to figure that out with Barry.
Yeah.
At a game, Barry, what exactly are you getting at? What sort of theme are you going for?
You know,
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I'm looking for a romantic song with some kind of
Oh,
coolness to it.
is Ren feeling
Because I
romantic?
was like 2 inches from dying, you know.
Wow.
It's
So you want some? Do you want romance or do you want hopeful?
Wants
hopeful. Hopeful's good.
comfort music.
With the cheese and bread, I'd like comfort music. Yes.
Okay, well, Sornel gets up and plays something. This one is. He doesn't sing for this one. This one's purely instrumental. But it does reference that other song. But he's like, it might be a bit much playing that in here with a high elven crowd. So it's like it kind of borrows some elements and a chord here or two, but it's its own song.
Okay. Performance check.
Kind of evokes darkness and then twilight. That's a 21.
See, I told you it was good, didn't I? See?
The crowd is very impressed, and they clap, and some people give you some coins. Another round of drinks is purchased and handed out, and you guys get to drink for free on Tannel's talent.
Right, and that's why I did all that.
Yes, I'm sure that's why.
Yeah. I like...
It's becoming a habit.
Well, he's got talent. If I can get a free drink out of it, I don't mind.
Riding on my coattails.
Follow Tannel around the world and have free lodging wherever you go.
And normal people would be embarrassed by that, but not me.
The aforementioned lack of shame.
Yeah. There's a great lack of shame, Max.
This is Ren. He's a nobleman.
I'm still noble. Oh. I'm just not ashamed of it in any way, shape, or form.
I'm not ashamed of being a noble. Fair enough.
I'm a prince, you know.
True.
And not just a prince amongst men.
Prince among elves.
Yes.
Just not around here. Not around here, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I have damaged my father's reputation a little bit, so that should start the ball rolling. That should make the king pretty. Hey, we've got to go to a ball at some stage, ain't we? Yes, I remember. I'm sure I'm remembering right. Lisa?
You did get an invitation to a ball.
Yep. Are we going or aren't we going, people? Because for sure they're going to need Tannel's talents.
I don't know that Avery is with us.
Avery?
Sorry, I was looking at my character sheet. Whatever. I'll let you decide. The two of you decide.
Yes, sir?
Sure, why not?
he does one of those. He grabs you, does one of those romantic poses, and he goes, "Are we going?"
I can think of
Sure.
it.
Is
I
that a
can.
yes?
Yes.
There you are. And he brings you up again and does, how you dance away and come back and you're still holding the person's arm. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. All right then. Let us go. Oh, hang on. I better get him something better than this. Hey, all right. We better get changed if we're going to the ball. We've been invited, and if we were to not go, it might be an we might pee off the king. He might not be happy.
That's right. You're at Grumpsh's Folly.
Yep.
Hmm.
No.
Incidentally, Grumpsh's Folly has a raven perched on its sign, like it's part of the sign. It's not a real raven; it's a wooden raven, but it's there. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
What color's the raven on the sign?
Oh, it's a black raven, like all ravens. I've never seen a raven that's not black.
There
Well,
are
I
white
mean,
ones.
Hey,
oh yeah, they're rare, but they exist.
really? I did not know
Mhm.
that.
What?
No
Yeah.
idea.
Albino ravens.
Oh, I
Oh,
suppose if they're albino, that makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. Pretty rare.
Hmm.
This one's a black one, nonetheless.
Well, I mean, I was thinking like there's a group, literally a group called the Red Ravens, so that's what I was getting. And there's a red raven in the
Ah,
tavern.
right. Okay, yes. Gotcha. Yes. Okay. That's all very fair.
so he puts on his armor and cleans it up and
You got to
yeah,
your room to do that, I expect.
yeah. No, I don't bring it all down here.
Well, right.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Mm.
okay. All right. So you put on your armor.
Mm.
Okay. Very good. Now you've got your armor on. You look very handsome.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of wear the sword but hide it.
But hide it.
Yes.
You're
That's
gonna
that.
hide it.
So that's you realize quite tricky on a number of counts. The least of which is it's quite a visible sword. It's quite fancy and impressive, and it sticks out. And someone walking around wearing full plate armor without a sword would be weird.
Can I just ask a clarifying question? Barry, when you say hide it, do you mean hide that you're carrying a sword or hide the details of the sword?
Hide the details of the sword
Uh-huh.
as much as I can.
So you will carry the sword, but you're going to try and cover it somehow.
Yeah, cover it so that they
Do you think this will bring more attention to it than not? I mean, depending on what you do,
it's
how you
not
do that.
supposed to bring attention. I'm trying to not bring attention.
Mm.
In fact, I will wear something that literally goes over it. That's long enough to go over it.
Right, because you do have
A
you
yeah,
do have an illusion spell on you at present, but it is about to run out.
yes. Well, we better do it again if we can. Can we do it again?
No.
Oh, I can't talk to the door because Tennel's not here. Hang on. Walk all the way down and say to Tennel, because he doesn't know. It's not his spell. Hey, Tennel,
What?
I,
Over here, arm wrestling over there.
I'm, I, I need to keep myself disguised.
Why don't I step upstairs and help you? Are you at a game? Are you wearing your armor yet?
He is right now.
I am
Well,
right now.
well,
Why don't we go upstairs and talk about this privately?
Okay, let's do that.
okay. There's a few eyes on you walking around in your armor in the tavern. And a couple more people give you this respectful nod, like, wow, I saw what you did today, that kind of thing.
I nod back.
Okay. All right. Are you incidentally wearing your sword at this point?
No.
Okay. All right. So you guys go upstairs. And Alyssa, what are you doing here? Because at the moment you're at a table by yourself because these guys just walked off without you. So it's that.
I just go up to my room and change into a ball gown.
Fine. All right. Changing into a ball gown. Excellent.
All right. All right. What did you want to say, Tanner?
Well, I wanted to find out specifically what it was you wanted without half the tavern staring at us because you were attracting attention.
Ah, okay. Actually, I've got to hide this somehow, and the spell's going to wear off eventually. What are we going to do?
Do you have to wear that sword?
No, I can hide it.
Do you have another sword you could wear?
Yes.
Well, the simple solution is...
One problem with that, though, is broken.
Do you have it?
The broken one?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Do you have all of it?
I have as much of it as I could get at the time.
Well, let me have a look and see what I can do about that. So I have a look. How much of the sword would he actually have, Russ?
All of it. It's just broken.
Okay, then I cast Mending on it.
Okay. It's fixed.
If I put my good sword, Sorrow, in the bag of holding, it's not going to blow up, is it?
No.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
That's a good question, and I think that's very fair and reasonable.
Okay. All right. I put it in a bag of holding.
Okay. Very good. And so now you're wearing your other sword that...
Yep.
Okay. That's fair. All right, then.
Excellent. Right.
I mean, we could have just bought you another sword on the way back from the tournament, but this works.
It does. True. I might look for another sword at some point. Okay. Right. Are you going like that?
Give me a few minutes.
Yeah. Oh. You need a little bit more than a few minutes. Because you've tended to me, so we'll need to give you a little bit more than a few minutes.
I can make myself presentable rather quickly. I do know a few tricks.
Oh, okay. All right then. Right. Hey, you didn't happen to make a bet on me at the fight, did you?
No, I should have, but I didn't think of it. Anyway, let me go and get prepared.
If Lissa did.
Out of game, say again?
I wonder if Lissa did.
I am quite certain. Actually, you know what? We're in his room. Message. Lissa, I assume you are getting ready?
Yes, I am.
Very well. I have seen to Ren. I will be ready shortly. And I go and get ready.
All right, very good. So you get ready, and you get ready, and you get ready, and so you all get ready. And having gotten ready, you have to wait for Tannel because he's a bard and he takes an extra hour.
No, he does not.
You know, it was a fair assumption, though, you have to admit.
I mean, there's still a bit of drow in him where it's like, no, I'm not going to fuck around on this. I need to get ready in a hurry. I need to be able to totally change my appearance in a hurry. Right, I need to look immaculate.
You do need to look immaculate. Barry?
Yeah? I always look immaculate.
Well, we know that. We know.
Yes, absolutely.
This is all gorgeous.
This is gorgeous. She's looking gorgeous.
Oh,
Okay.
excellent. You're both looking well.
Do you rent a coach or something?
Oh yes, I'll rent a coach.
All right.
And
what kind of coach do you rent? How much money do you blow on it?
I don't want to blow too much because
Is this like rickshaws? Couple of copper pieces? Then you get, wagon for a few more silver pieces. You get
no,
coach,
no.
basic sort for, maybe a
A
gold
basic
piece.
sort. We'll get a basic
Basic coach, because it goes
Yeah.
all the way up to really quite fancy
Or I could
fancy
turn it to
coaches for like
gold.
10 gold pieces or something.
No. I don't want to be too fancy.
Not going to be too fancy. Okay, so we're talking about a
Okay.
1 gold piece coach.
Yeah, because we're talking about a bard,
No.
a
Mm-mm.
granted dragon woman, and a prince who want to remain.
You are, of course, aware, Ren, that most of the nobles here have their own coaches, and they'll be turning up in them. And
Good.
some of them will be quite fancy, quite fancier than yours.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Cheap
I
ass
don't
1
mind.
gold piece Uber ride. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay. So your Uber ride arrives eventually. I mean, your coach, and pulls up outside the tavern, the Grumpsh's Folly Tavern, with its raven on the swinging sign outside. And the coach stops, and the coachman comes to the door and knocks and comes in and gets the bartender, and the bartender goes up to your door and says that your coach is here.
Cool.
So you go downstairs, I presume, because at this point you're already even Tannel.
Yeah.
Mm.
I will help Lissa up to the coach. It is the gentlemanly thing to do.
I also thought it would be better to
Thank
pick
you.
on Tannel than Melissa, just because, we're used to hearing jokes about women being late for things. So, okay. So you get in the coach. So everybody's in the coach.
Yeah.
Ren, get off my dress. Get off my dress. You're wrinkling it.
Well, what's
Um,
this?
That's the
Oh, it's the
horses.
pattern. Okay. It's a nice pattern, by the way.
Mhm.
Mm.
All right, so you wind your way up through Hemoth Tirith, looking out over the various terraces and the cool evening air, I guess it is. It's probably quite early, really, all things considered, because you went from the tournament to the tavern, had some songs and some food and some drink, and then you got ready to do this, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's like
The
eight,
balls.
8 or 9 bells, say 8:30 at night. So it's kind of early evening after dinner. All right. So yes, the cool breeze blows through the gaps in the the coach, because it's not like doesn't have windows exactly, it has shutters. And a clippity clop, you find yourself coming through the main gates to the Palace of the Stars, which rises from the mountain's heart like a crystal cathedral of golden moonlight. Enchanted snow drifts through the air but never lands, dissolving into motes of light. Hundreds of guests glide through the halls as you arrive in silvered masks and silk, laughter echoing like bells. Servants move in choreographed precision. Even their shadows seem rehearsed. The ceiling reflects constellations that slowly shift, each star symbolizing an attendee, a magical surveillance across the room. So you enter into the ballroom, and at present, there are a few people that you may or may not recognize because they're wearing masks. I should have mentioned that. Are you wearing masks?
Yes.
Tell me about your masks.
Mine is just a white mask.
The white mask. All right, fair enough.
Mask, yeah.
That's very imaginative, Barry.
Yes.
Fine. Okay.
Yes. I know.
All right. That's the sort of mask that they just give you when you get there if you didn't bring a mask.
Yeah, he forgot to bring a mask and he just got given the free one.
Yep.
Fair
That's
enough.
me. That's me.
Okay. What about you guys?
Lissa?
Silver lace over her eyes like this.
Okay. Nice. Tannel.
A whole over his whole face,
Okay.
but like coming down to a point.
Mhm.
Uh, it's a kind of twilight purple trimmed with gold and silver.
Nice. Okay, cool. Excellent. So you can hear soft harps and there's couples forming on the ballroom floor. Um, and is Barry, you are wearing your armor, aren't you?
Uh,
Or are you choosing to skip that and switch to like a disguise?
I'll go for the disguise.
Go for the disguise.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have mentioned it was a master ball. I didn't think about it until we got here. Um, okay. In which case, feel free to think about your disguise then. I won't
All right.
push you to-
Yeah, he's got I don't know, a bat-like looking mask,
Is he
and
Batman?
you know, it's a
Ren's being
bat-like
Batman.
looking mask. Not a proper bat, a bat, a real bat,
Uh-huh.
and a
Okay.
mask,
All right.
and black cape, a black
Fair.
cape that goes around him.
So he looks like the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Okay. Cool. Very good. And so you head on in. What you do notice is a couple of people that you might know. A certain lady Ilavara Talandaran,
Ah,
one of your relatives, I believe.
yeah,
Sister, stepsister, one of them. The
yeah,
older one, I think.
yes, yes.
You hear the introduction of one Caladris Thenariel, one Veyrin Ildruin, one Elithra Imdrael. Um, and I'm just checking to see if they've got titles. Vairel Ildruin is a temple keeper. Um, and Elithra Imdrael is Archmage of Sehanine, and you are aware that she comes from the Arcanine of Sehanine, the Tower of Sehanine,
Okay,
which you understand recently the towers of the Arcanine have been interfered with by the king.
okay.
So yes, can I get a deception check from anybody that wants to maintain their anonymity? Troopers, that word, anonymity.
And
Well,
on
fortunately, this is the high charisma party.
Yep. All right.
Uh-huh.
23.
28.
28. Ren, what did I say you're making? No, deception check. Deception. +4. It's not amazing.
It's not terrible.
Still, 19. You're good. Okay. All right. So you mingling, and there's food going around on platters, and as I said, music and dance and so on. And there's various interchanges of dances, and the dances go on quite a long time. I mean, once they get started, it's like an hour and a half of people jumping around and
Mm-hmm.
swapping, flipping partners and spinning around and doing all the ballroom moves and so on. And they're very complicated, high elven stuff because, they've had literally thousands of years to make up the most complicated dances possible, and then learn them. So, like a human dance might go on for like a few minutes, and these go on for like 10, 15 minutes with hundreds of steps. And unfortunately for you, Ren, you actually know most of them because you were brought up around here. So that's helpful, even if you didn't like learning it. I don't know
Yeah.
if you did. I
Yeah.
have a feeling from previous experience that Ren was not a big dancer, but he did know some dances.
Mhm. I had a sister that was persistent that I learned these things.
Right, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
So what about you, Turnell? I'm assuming being a bard, you probably know all this shit.
I feel like he's spent enough time, like he probably hasn't really been immersed in the High Elven dances, but I think he's like seen enough of them that he can piece it together, especially with his. I'd say it's actually his insight. He's reading the moves just before they happen, and just from the people's body language and matching the dance that way.
Fair enough. What about you, Lissa? Given your draconic heritage, it's quite possible that you were there when these dances were invented. So I'm going to get you all to make a performance check.
Oh,
And the failures of each of those performance check can be put upon Jesus, Lissa. 22. Oh my God. 18 for Tannel. That
She
leaves
beat
you.
me. Well, because I got a 2 on the dice.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, performance for Barry is +4. That's an 18. 14 plus 4 is 18. Okay, you all do very, very well. Um, even Ren.
Ren actually knows the dances.
Yeah,
He's got the best shot out of
I think
all of us.
I think he was doing it like he got an 18, but he wasn't really trying. Okay. Most excellent. So some way into it, like about an hour and a half into this dance, do, 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 do. King Evran comes in through the into the chamber with a bunch of other guests that he's been cavorting with by the looks of things. They come in quite loudly, um, commenting among themselves and talking and pointing and the occasional leaning in and whispering kind of business is going on. And Ren, uh, Ilvara rather, your stepsister, you end up dancing with her. Because you have to
yeah.
go around the room, and so you're trying very hard to dissuade her from recognizing you.
Yeah.
You rolled an 18 on your deception check, so we'll let that stand, kind of, until
19.
19. Was it 19? Whatever,
Yes, it was 19.
close enough. Um, she leans in and she says, "We honor valor tonight and mystery," and then she splits away from you and dances with Tannel.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
good. Good.
the music continues. Lissa, while you're dancing with the crowd and moving from person to person, you end up dancing with this individual named Caladris, who you saw introduced earlier as a poet. He's an elven poet, and whilst you're dancing with him, he leans into you and he whispers to you, "You have admirers, and not all of them wear crowns."
No, taken.
He smiles and bows and moves on to the next dance. And so the dancing goes on. Partway through, however, there is a sudden moment as a servant drops a tray and bottles shatter. And for a second, the glamour wards that seem to be in this room, you realize that this place has been glamorized with magic. The glamour wards flicker, and for a moment, you two see Ren's face in the reflection, even though he's wearing the mask on a mirror. And then it goes back up again.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be good.
Am I aware that that's happened?
Uh, yes, yes, you are.
I will start to make my way out. Slowly, not panicking, just
right.
moving carefully amongst the crowd.
Can I get you, Ren, to make... I'm going to make you do an Arcana check. Oof, natural 20. Okay. All right. Very good. You managed to adjust your business so that you don't ruin your illusion.
Mm.
And you guys can make perception checks. See, it took me a little while to get into the old perception checks today, huh? Ren, that was an 11, which is not very good. No. Who can get better than 11?
I got a 15.
Got a 15?
I
Yeah.
got a 13.
You got a 13. 13 for you. That's unusual. Okay, so 15 then. Tannel, you overhear at some point during the ball, Evran whispers over to Caladris. He says, and he's looking in the direction of Ren when he says that. He says, he shines like a blade left too long in the moonlight. Beautiful and brittle. That's all you managed to pick up from that. Yes, and so you get fed more food and more wine and so on. Are you drinking the wine? Are you doing Constitution saving throws?
Sornel is making a big appearance of taking multiple wine glasses, but he'll just like take a sip, carry it around for a while, and then just
put it somewhere, and
he'll just I'll set it down while he's talking to somebody, and then forget about it.
Took your move? Are you both doing that?
Yeah, you just took my move.
You both need to make deception checks then.
Yeah.
Ren's deception check.
Something I learned in the Black Guard.
12, 13. Okay. I think on the one hand, you're not doing an incredibly good job of it, but it's not terrible. And on the other hand, you're not the only people doing it. So it's sort of almost to be expected. And they're high elves, so of course they will pick up a glass of something, take a sip out of it, and then put it somewhere. It's very, bon vivant kind of behavior. It's what you expect from these incredibly opulent high elves. Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, all right. Well, Caladris at some point comes over to you guys. Are you guys together, or are you all split up by now? This is a bit later.
What I'm personally imagining is like we'll come back together and then we'll drift apart and then come back together again.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable. All right. So during one of those points when you've all come back together, Lord Caladris, this is the one that spoke to Lissa earlier. He comes back over to where you are. Greetings, friends. Are you well?
Quite well, thank you.
I hope you find the dining to your tastes.
Yes, my lord.
It is quite impressive.
Have you come from far?
You could say that, yes.
Of course. Let me see. He looks at you for a moment and sort of speculates for a moment. Far lands, perhaps? Would that be right?
I have visited there, but I am not from there.
Ah, well, you are well-travelled. Well-travelled. I shall have to speculate longer and perhaps consult my friends. Well, he turns to Lissa. Remember what I told you. And he says, well, if there's anything that you might need, do sing out.
Yes, my lord.
He wanders off, seeing as nobody's immediately trying to engage with him.
I like whatever these are.
What did he say to you, Lissa?
Um, have admirers and not all are friendly. To the
Well,
effect.
that is always the case when you draw attention, I've found, and we are outsiders here.
Hmm. Yes. Well, some of us are. Yeah. Nothing much
I
is.
don't
Hmm.
think that's supposed to be eaten.
I do believe that is the garnish.
Okay. All right. Tasted good.
Well, it is high elven garnish, so I am not surprised, but still that.
It's
Well,
still garnish.
well, and I just quietly switched to Sylvan. Nobody would believe someone from here would eat the garnish, so I give you that.
True. True. Okay, so he eats another garnish. Okay. Well,
That's when Tiamat appears.
Why is it
Right.
always Tiamat and never Tia Bob?
I know, right?
Tia Jim.
They always get left out.
Tia
All right.
Dave.
Tia Dave. Tia Dave. All
oh,
right.
tea gumboot.
Very good. So you guys are kind of just sort of, all right. So you're splitting off, coming back, splitting off, coming back. Okay. Does anyone want to go and talk to anybody in particular, or are you sort of trying to avoid that?
I'm trying to avoid that, but I'm keeping my eye when I can on the prince, and
On the
I'm
king?
I'm trying to judge if what the rumors say about him are true. Is he getting worse? Has he changed from my time? That kind of thing, you know.
Fair enough.
This is basically a reconnaissance thing. This is why I came here.
I'm going to make a history check for you.
Hmm.
You have +5. You rolled an 18. That's 23. Um, he seems, ever since you've known him, King Evran, since he became the king, he seems to have fallen into a depression, if you will. Um, and so even when he's sort of making the effort to seem jovial and polite, you can tell that he's straining. And as you're coming back and seeing him now, you can see the strain is there. In fact, it's probably worse than it was. Yeah.
I look at my father too. What's his? I can see the strain on the king.
I'll make an insight check for him.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you advantage because it is your stepfather. Which is lucky because I rolled a 1 and you got a 17, which gives you a 22. You would say something similar about him. He also seems more strained, more frustrated. There's an underlying kind of temper that you can sense beneath the surface. He puts out this aura of cool, calm control, but you're aware that he's a lit fuse.
Is he looking at me at all?
I didn't actually say that he was here, but seeing as we've come down this road,
Yeah, if he's around, is he looking at me at all?
not in any great detail.
Good, good, good,
I mean,
good.
that's why you have a disguise, I assume.
Yeah, it's no, I wasn't looking meaning for that kind of thing. Is he, does he look angry or
He looks I
or
guess
tied.
the best, the most forward term for what he looks is defeated. He looks like he's been beaten. He looks like he's trying to make a good show, but nonetheless, he's not very exuberant. He's not telling, he's not telling jokes and being jovial or
Yeah,
really getting into it with anybody. He's sort of sitting down quietly in the background and letting everybody do their thing. He's doesn't dance, doesn't really talk to people except for a few close confidants who you
okay.
recognize. You can tell that he's got his spies there with him. There's like two spies that are with him at all times.
Yeah. All
Mhm.
right, all right. I inform the others, I tell them, those two keep an eye on them because they're like, well, spies. And things have changed for King Ibram, but it's different. But this is not the place to talk about that, so we'll talk about it later.
Of
So
course.
there's this one of the elves is getting quite drunk. Let's see, who's this going to be? One called Vayril. He's been getting quite drunk for a while now. And he steps backwards into you, Ren, by accident, knocking your glass, your cup,
Yeah,
and spilling your wine. And
yeah.
he spins around. He's like, "My apologies, my apologies. I'm so sorry." So Imdrail, he says, and you're not sure whether he's confused you with somebody else or not. But he stops for a moment. He looks up and he grabs your shoulder and he says, looking into your face very sincerely, he says, "So Imdrail, they say you fight with the grace of angels. I would have you visit the palace again when the masks are gone."
Thank you very much.
"Of course, my lord," he says. "Here, have another drink. Serve
Uh,
it."
Thank you so much. Thank
And so it goes on.
you. Okay. I'm glad he's not a violent drunk.
We're not going to talk about that he called you Imdrail?
Not here.
Of course, he was clearly confused.
Yes. Yes. Well, he I go around looking at different people.
Mhm.
Um, I'm trying to get the lay of the land, really.
Okay. Um, I get another perception check from everyone. Ren, that's a 10, I'm afraid. Clearly, you are distracted. Melissa,
Yeah.
a 20.
Also 20.
Ooh. Ooh. Um, okay, so Lissa and Tennel. You in particular, you both notice that everybody seems to be quite happy and high and excited and what have you, except for a couple of particular people that we've pointed out already. Um, and you start to realize that the room itself, the palace or the room, is to some degree generating this effect. You can tell there is a glamour effect in the room, which you can make an Arcana check about if you like. Tannel, Tannel.
10.
That's a Tennel.
Yeah.
How's a
23.
23?
Okay, so if you'd rolled that, you would have been a 23 null. Okay, 23. Lissa, you are aware that the magic of the mythal that was built for the sufferance there may well be a similar mythal here in the city. You know what a mythal is, right? We've talked about that. Yeah, like a physical, magical spot created by the High Elves thousands of years ago, possibly even at the sacrifice of their people to do so. So yes, you are aware of that, and so thus you are aware that that the room itself is having a kind of intoxicating effect on many of the people here. I don't know if there's anything you want to do, but
I'm. Uh, am I aware? No, I'm not.
Are you what?
I'm not aware of it.
Afraid not. That
Not
was
at 10. No.
those two, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay. I just basically look around, and I can't help memories come back
Right.
about many things. Um. And I basically look at the Black Guard and see if I recognize anybody, and um if they seem to have changed technique or style or any kind of thing.
Changed what?
Technique, style, any kind of thing. If I can find out information about what they've been up to
Right.
through
Okay.
listening to relatives talk and da da
Right.
da da. Yeah.
What you were noticing is that people are very guarded about what they say because they're in the house of the king, and talking about the king in his own house could get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
So nobody's saying anything like outrightly stupidly obvious that,
No, I didn't
so
expect that.
no. But
But I'm looking for
you
stuff like a woman saying to a friend, "Oh, my son's doing the border in so-and-so at the moment." And
right,
no,
right,
no,
gotcha. Okay, so
yeah,
you're just picking up tidbits of information here and there. All
yeah,
right. Tell you what we'll do is make an investigation check. Do you have +5 on? And you rolled 11, so that's 16. Okay. All right. You learned some things. Yes, you know that there's a new garrison that has been placed up at what's the name of that fucking place? It's there's a fortress up on the mountain, not in the direction of the pass, but sort of to the side of it and out further. So anyway, yes, there's a fortress that there's been a new garrison placed out there on the way towards. It has been done on the auspices that apparently the orcs might come, and we need to defend ourselves for when they come.
yeah,
Because yes, and there seems to be quite a lot of tension in the air because people believe that the orcs are ready to invade the city at any time, which you're not very convinced of personally,
yeah. Well, yeah,
having seen how disorganized the Orcan Empire is from the outside, at least.
yes,
Mm.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, your brief encounters with it.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, do I see my stepbrother there?
Uh, Alar?
Yeah,
Fair. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Alar is talking to some companions over in the corner. They're quietly away from the main group in an alcove. So you're heading over there, but I want to know what Lissa's doing because she's been very quiet and I want to prod her.
by the way.
He has just been wandering around, observing the room.
Okay. All right. You notice that there's a beautiful balcony that looks out over the city from one side. And there's a few people standing around out there, and there's some music coming from out there, and the sun is sort of finally, the second sun is just setting now, so it's like beautiful purple light coming from the horizon, and you can make out in the distance the lake at but Lithlia, no, Etz in the distance where you came from, that direction. And you can see the river that you took all the way here winding down this very big long valley out into the distance where you came up there by boat before you got on your horses and came around the side. Yeah, so that's all very beautiful outside. And as you're out there, Lissa, you find yourself standing next to someone familiar to you. An elf that you know from a tea house.
Oh, my lady.
And she curtsies next to you and she says, "It's so nice to see you here."
It's nice to see you.
One must keep one's eye on things. You are enmeshed in the destiny of these mortals. How do you feel?
Exasperated.
Be careful, these mortals. You will become attached to them. But they will pass. You know this.
Yes, I know.
I hope you do not have your heart broken. But if you do, we will be here.
Well, thank you.
The heart does what it must. She smiles at you. She says, I am bound from interfering with this court. It is against my oaths to do so. I cannot barely even speak of it. And at this point you realize she's speaking into your brain, into your head directly. Perhaps you and your companions can look for a way to bring this evil empire to its knees at last. A true king must rule.
We will do what we can.
Do not rush. Haste leads to mistakes. Brick by brick, you build your defense.
I will.
Good. I shall not keep you, Lady Lissa.
How is the little one?
She's doing well.
Is this a she?
She speaks of you. Oh, it was a he, wasn't it? Did we decide it was a he?
Yeah, it was a he.
It was a he. Okay, sorry. My apologies. Yeah, okay, take that back. Switch to he. He is doing well. He speaks of you.
I'm glad he is doing well. Have you named him yet?
He is coming to a name. For now, she gives you an image in your head of a sound that he makes.
Aw.
An image of a sound, you know what I mean. An image with a sound.
Mental image.
A mental image, yeah, exactly. Or is it like an image of a waveform? Yes, so he makes a squeaky sound at this point, and so that's what he calls himself. But yes, she says, he's coming to a name.
I remember when Astra was this young.
Yes. I never met Astra. She's never met Astra.
Mm-mm.
I look forward to meeting at the next conclave.
I look forward to bringing her to meet you.
Assuming the world lasts for the next 65 years. You will excuse me, Lady Lissa, I must mingle. People have expectations. So she goes off and mingles. What are you two doing? Channel?
He's just kind of mingling, socializing, finding people who look interesting, and like gauging kind of partly their subtly gauging their position on things, but also how useful he thinks they might be to him and the cause.
Fair enough. Okay. One of the Imdrali ladies comes back to you after having danced with you once before, and she asks you if you would like to dance again.
Certainly, my lady, of course.
And she bows, and you begin dancing, and so on and so forth. And she smiles a few times. You can make an insight check.
Of course. Give me a second. Insight. 25.
She's into you.
Sornel chooses not to openly address the issue, simply because
He's married.
well, he is married. That's part of it, but it's also a member of one of the big houses, in a very public place. He's basically like he's being very polite and diplomatic about it, and it's like he's being polite, he's being friendly, but he is not encouraging her.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, fair enough. Do you want to make a is that performance or deception or persuasion?
I think walking that line feels more like performance to me.
Fraternal. Funnily enough.
Funnily enough.
You'd find a way to justify driving a car as performance.
Well, they talk about the high performance vehicles.
Right.
But no, I think that in this situation, it is a performance because it's not just about how he is interacting with her, it's also about maintaining appearances.
Right. Okay. Check away.
32.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, so she is your objective to get her to back off, basically, or to calm down, or
basically his objective is to like quietly
let her down?
Basically let her down quite gently that he isn't it's like, yes, she's very nice, but he is not available, but he is flattered.
Does anybody at this soiree know that you're a bard that has heard you?
I mean, he is wearing a mask, but I think the Eladrin ears might be a bit of a giveaway, and there's probably not that many Eladrin in town. And I only know of two, and they have very, very different builds. So he's quite clearly a lot more slender than Ren. So they probably can figure out who he is if they know he's in town.
All right. Fair enough. So on that count, you're wearing a mask. You're trying to put off what's her face. Okay. I will just say this one thing then. You do have an opportunity to run away and have a one-night stand, but you're obviously turning that down, so it's fair.
Yeah. Even if he was not, even if he was interested, which he's not,
yeah,
Lissa would never let him get away with it.
That's probably true.
I could actually see Lissa just showing up and dragging him away if he tried that.
Is that true, Lissa? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. And so the soiree continues. Barry, you were talking to your brother. Was that the objective? You were going to say that? You said that before?
I stand near him and listen to what he's talking about. Stand a little away from him, but so I can hear what he's talking about. See if he changes his opinion on things or... Yeah, because he already knows. He has an idea, I think, that I'm in one piece somewhere.
He, if you weren't mistaken, you would say that Alar's rhetoric had been toned down. His usual fire and sort of fiery, rebellious rah-rah has kind of been dampened, and he's now acting like the grown-up scion of a great house. And you get the impression that since you left, a lot of the weight of expectation that was put on you in the Black Guard has been put on him. Even though he's not in the Black Guard, he still now has this expectation placed on him to be supremely good at what he does. And listening in, you hear that that's kind of becoming a problem because his thing is magic, and studying magic has become something of an issue in Hemoth Tirith and Tularathion. So he's a bit frustrated, and he's kind of expressing that, but not directly. But you are able to gather that from the conversation. And so he's actually planning to leave Hemoth Tirith soon. And he's going to head off and do some study abroad. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, he feels kind of sorry for him, because it's like, so far it sounds like everything's been suppressed. Everybody's being suppressed. Yeah. I don't think it's like the world he knew at all.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what he feels. Whether that is the case.
There's definitely a different mood and tone to everything. I mean, you used to come here, and whilst you weren't really like the kind of jump around happy drunk or anything, you would have a good time.
Yeah.
Even if it meant sitting around quietly with a few knights or something and talking about old times. It still wasn't. Yeah. Now it's like everybody's scared, or they're a little bit crazy.
Oh, crap. Yeah, okay.
Possibly both.
Okay. All right.
Kind of. I mean, I suppose, Ren, your opinion at the end of the day would come down to something along the lines of the whole fucking city is being held hostage by this king.
Yeah.
And so everybody's playing along because they don't really have a choice. And so they're trying to have some fun at this point in the night, despite the fact that it's I don't know, gloomy. Mr. Gloomy over there is turned up with his, fucking spies and what have you, and they're all being like, "Look at us, we're so cool," and everyone was having fun until they got here. So
yeah, that kind of situation.
Yes.
Okay. I go over to my companions and say, well, I think we can withdraw, don't you?
I believe we've made enough of an appearance here.
There's a bell, and King Evran gets up on the dais to make a speech.
Oh, hang on. We stay and listen to the speech.
One second. Let me get my speech out. This is somewhat improv, so we'll see where it goes. It has a theme. Lords and ladies, he says, and those few brave souls who walk among us without banners, welcome to the Palace of the Stars. Tonight we celebrate more than victory. We celebrate continuance. The summer festival burns still, its torches undimmed, its banners unfrayed. A promise that even in winter's heart, Tularathian endures. For centuries our blades have sung not merely of conquest, but of discipline. Each stroke upon the field, each cut in the tournament, an act of worship to skill, to beauty, to the perfect form. Through this art, we remember who we are, the children of light, forged in order, tempered by patience, perfected by obedience. He turns slightly, looking at the audience of nobles, foreign envoys, and masked guests. The tournament of blades will resume upon the dawn. The champions who remain will fight not as enemies, but each reflecting what the other fears to see. Let their struggle remind us that strength untested is vanity, and peace without vigilance is rot. And yet strength is not always found in steel. It lies in restraint, in civility, in the courage to hold a mask before one's face, when truth might shatter the room. He pauses. The chandeliers dim momentarily as the lights flicker. Masks, yes, some call them deception. I call them mercy. Without them, we would drown in our honesty. Without them, the guilty could not dine beside the pure. The fallen could not stand among the living. He looks over at your father, Ren. So tonight, wear your masks proudly. Let them shield you until you are strong enough to bear your own reflection. He gazes about and raises his goblet. The hall glows again as if the light has returned. To the stars above us, eternal witness of our glory, to the blood that binds us and discipline that saves us, to the realm that endures. Tularathion! He lowers his cup slightly, his gaze settling on Ren for a moment, and then his eyes flicker across the crowd. And to those who rise without name or banner, the realm sees you. May your strength serve wisdom, and your silence serve the crown. He drinks from his cup. And to those who rise, he drinks from his cup. Tomorrow the games continue. May skill honor the gods. May grace honor the blood. And may no mask fall before its time. And everybody gives a nice little clap. It's not the most, excited clap you've heard, you know what I'm saying, enthusiastic, but it gets the point across. And he finally shuts up and gets down off the stage with some of his people, and they shuffle him off to another room where some of the nobles drift in there with him, leaving you guys out in the main room along with probably another 150 other people, but the room has been divided very clearly into the upper echelons and everybody else.
Okay. I think we can leave now if you want.
Yes.
Seems like a good time.
All right, so you scarper. All All
And you
right.
scamper away.
Scamper out the back door, or out the front door, as the case may be. And you get in your carriage, your 1 GP carriage, which incidentally they scowl at because they're quite above that sort of thing.
Oh, good on them.
And so you run away. You leave.
Yeah.
Do you say goodbye to people, or you just sort of disappear?
No, I do the polite thing and then get out of there. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anybody in particular that you would want to say goodbye to, or?
I take a risk. I go to my brother and I say,
Good evening, sir, he says, looking up at you as you approach.
good evening. I hear I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about the fact that you might be leaving.
Oh, yes. He looks at you a little bit kind of surprised, stands up. Forgive me, I don't know your name.
Yes, I was just gonna recommend, why don't you go to some place like Bain Gate or Dag Dagiel? I hear things are changing there for the good.
I'm going to make a deception check for you. 16. I'm going to make a wisdom check for him. For a minute, he says to you, you seem a little familiar for some reason. And then after a moment, he leans in and he takes your hand, like to shake your hand.
Mm.
And he says, I know it's you, Ren. Are you a fool coming here? What are you thinking? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
I almost did.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's still pretty good.
No, that was you. Of course it was you. You mad bastard. We can't talk here. I'll send you a message.
All right, be careful.
Where are you staying?
I give him the name of the place.
Grumptious, what is it?
Grumptious Folly.
Grumptious Folly?
Grumptious Folly. You know, where you and I used
Yes,
to...
I know. Keep it down. I'll find you.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Fool. He walks off, grabs a cherry off a cake, and eats it. And then he turns to some people and starts talking to them like you weren't there.
That doesn't surprise my character, because he always was pretty much he knew what was going on everywhere. So I'm not really that surprised that he picked me.
All right. So you guys head off. You get out onto the street. You're in the carriage. Carriage leaves the palace, rickety rockety along the cobblestones, heading down the hill. You're all by yourselves in the room inside the carriage.
Yeah.
Up goes your shoes.
Takes the mask off. Oh, well, that was fun.
Yeah, for about 10 seconds. My brother recognized me. My half-brother.
Well, you did go up and talk to him. What did you think would happen?
Well, I had to make sure he was out of this mess. As you can see, it's pretty oppressed.
Yes, I've been here a few times before, so I have some idea.
The burning path has to get um with the what is it? The brothers of the fox?
The
Or I can't,
servants of the fox.
the servants of the fox.
Yes.
Mm.
And I turn to Lissa. Perhaps your friend can assist us with that.
I will ask.
We need that to happen sooner than later.
Perception checks. From the carriage. Sight and sound.
17.
17. I see
14.
a 19, a 16. Oh no, there's a different roll from before. So 17 for Lissa, 19 for Ren, 14 for Town. Okay. And that makes sense because Ren, you were a blackguard, and so when you are looking out the window of the carriage while you're traveling, you see a group of blackguards, and they are basically searching somebody's house as you're heading back to the Grumpsh's Folly. You can see a group of them outside the front of the house, and the door is open. Looks like it's been kicked off its hinges.
Oh, crap.
What?
Oh, look at that. I show
That,
you. Look at
they
that.
do that often here.
They didn't used to do that often here. Am I correct, Russell?
A long time ago, yeah. I mean, you used to do that. That was your job.
Yeah, it's done. It's what we normally do, but it was my job at the time.
I wonder
But
what they're looking for.
You see them dragging out a couple of people. There's a female wood elf and her two kids get dragged out, and your carriage rides off before you get to see what happens to them, unless you choose to do something.
I don't want to get involved, but I do.
Okay.
I do want to get involved because that
Well, so look,
yeah.
you're inside a carriage. There is a driver at the front of the carriage. The door's shut. He's looking through the window of the carriage. You see this happening.
I've got to let it go. I've got to let it go. I can't get involved.
Fair enough. Excellent. Okay, so you head back and you get to the Grumpsh's Folly, which seems much the way it was when you left it.
Yep.
There's a terrible bard, however, playing awful songs, badly.
Someone needs to put that bard out of his misery.
I could go and do it now if you want.
Are you sure you really want to draw attention to yourself right now?
I was only kidding. I'm not actually gonna do it. But
we're only visiting
man,
here.
My ears can take so much pain. Oh.
I will wait for that bard to finish his set and then quietly go up and give him some pointers. Diplomatically, of course.
Diplomatically, of course. All right. Roll your diplomatically, of course.
Which is, what am I rolling?
Sounds like persuasion.
All right. 14. I think he's one of those people that thinks he's amazing, and so he's kind of like,
Doesn't want to take it, but he takes a little bit of it.
Yeah.
You get through a little bit to him. All right. He's just not ready for your advice yet. He might never be.
Yeah.
All right. So he runs along, and the barkeeper is glad to have you back, and various people that you recognize from here are either still here or, a couple of new people now. What do you do? Are you going upstairs to your room, or?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna get myself a drink and take it up.
Fair enough. Okay. So you go upstairs with your drink, Ren.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing, Alyssa?
Removing shoes. I've been pinching her feet all night.
Yeah, fair enough. That sounds awful. Fair enough. Okay. So you're into your room and you're getting your shoes off, and Tannel?
He will stay downstairs under the pretext of performing, but mostly it's just like because he knows that Ren's given himself away. He's like there, basically watching to see if anybody suspicious comes in.
Right.
And Ren is in his room looking from the top floor, expecting a visit from something or someone.
You're looking down on the street, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without them seeing me. I've got the candle out and everything.
Okay, so you're just hiding in the dark like a
Yeah.
dirty
Yeah.
blackguard, really.
Yeah.
All right. So what you see, Ren, before they do, is someone about the height of your brother, about the same composition, wearing a cloak, covering their face and features, head down in the dark, slipping down the street. And he looks about a couple of times, and you know him well enough to recognize some of his tricks. He's using
Yeah.
cantrips and things to keep himself quiet and
Yeah.
so forth. And he slips into the tavern, at which point Tannel and Lissa, well, Tannel in particular, because Lissa's taking off her shoes, you see Self comes in, who you would have seen at the soiree. Oh, no, he would have been masked there, so you probably don't recognize him, to be fair.
I mean, I saw Ren was talking to went over and talked to somebody, so I might.
But they were
It
wearing
looks.
a mask.
They were wearing, yeah, but the thing is, like, this is somebody who's got like a paladin or fighter build.
No.
Oh, I couldn't see like the general shape of their body.
The person that he was talking to at the palace.
Yeah.
No, not a paladin. Would have been a very normal looking elven body, like a noble.
Okay, so somebody who's got the same similar build to the guy that Ren was talking to.
Yeah, which it's kind of everybody.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a lot of people.
Okay.
You can make an investigation check though. Nah.
Looks pretty average to me.
Yep. All right. Well, he comes in and he glances around the room and goes over to the tavern, to the table, the bar. Orders a drink and looks around for a minute and then sits down at a empty table. And sort of curls up into the corner. Yeah, he stays there. So Ren, you've gotten changed. Oh, you saw him come in. I don't know if you're gonna come down.
I'm coming down. I'm coming down.
All right. Well, then Tannel and Lissa, you know that Ren is going downstairs to the tavern, to the bar, and Ren, you see your brother sitting in the corner, Ayla.
Well, Adele, how you doing? And I sit down.
He sits there quietly for a minute. He says, "We all thought you were dead."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where's my sister, Ren?
Good down. I heard from somebody that she's headed towards the fault line. The big split.
The rift.
Yes.
You took my sister from this city
No,
to the rift.
I didn't take her to the rift.
Well, what's she doing there?
One of her investigations, no doubt. After I've done with this lot, I thought I'd go and get her myself if I could find her.
So what are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to see what the situation was. I wanted to see if you were still in one piece.
Why would I not be in one piece?
Well, you're not in a happy one piece, are you?
Well, at least I'm not in the sufferance.
Well, I'm not there yet.
No, not since last time.
So, what's the situation here?
Same as it's always been. Except now you're gone because you put yourself in the sufferance, and then you got yourself exiled after you broke out. Which I helped you with, to be fair, so I suppose I shouldn't complain. Still.
I suppose I looked around when you were on your way here, and I didn't see anybody following you, but that's not a guarantee.
It is not a guarantee, that's true. But I took some precautions.
All right.
Are you here by yourself, Ren?
No, I have 2 friends with me.
Oh, I see.
Yep. I have 2 friends with me. Yes.
You have friends now.
Well, is that surprising? And I've been looking at my heritage.
Yes, well, I'm sorry about that.
Well, it's not your fault.
No, but still, we probably could have been nicer to you growing up. I'm sorry for my part in it.
That's all right. You've got to do what you got to do to survive, right? First thing you told me.
Yes, I suppose. So, your friends, are they, you can trust them?
Yeah. We've been through quite a bit together. I think I can trust them. So are you leaving?
You were standing there for some time then, I take it.
Yes.
I'm considering it.
Like I said, go to either Vane Gate or Dagdale.
What do I have to do in those places, these human cities?
One day, you've got to get that stick out of your backside, brother.
Ren, and he looks around for a moment, hoping that nobody heard him. Oh, hold on, someone's at my... what's I gonna say?
Ren,
what is my occupation?
I don't know. What is it now?
I have been studying the high magic of the elves for the last 240 years. What do you think I will learn in Vanegate or Dagdegile from humans?
Well, maybe I was just thinking it's a great place for you to hide. And humans have a lot more.
Ren, I have no interest in hiding. The Arcani are being taken down as we speak. I won't stand for it.
And are you going to try and stop them by yourself?
No, but I'm not going to run away to Vanegate or Dagdegile to do so.
Have you a plan?
Do I have a plan?
Yes.
I have more than a plan.
You
want me to share it with you? Is that what you want?
Well, it would be a good idea.
Would it? What if you were captured this afternoon or tomorrow and it was dragged out of you by magic?
They can still drag it out of you by magic if they catch you.
Well,
fraternizing with a,
yes, fraternizing with you. It would be That would be the common denominator here.
Yes.
After all, I have been here by myself for some time without having been noticed. You must admit that's true.
Yes.
So it would only be by your interference in which I have received any scrutiny.
You didn't have to come to me.
Oh, friend, you're my brother. How could I not come? That's part of the problem, isn't it?
That is part of the problem. That's why your father, my father, is still alive.
Well, he almost wasn't.
Can you imagine what Gadale would do if I killed our father?
What have you got to do with killing him? Are you planning to kill him?
I was the one that fought him.
Oh my gods, of course you were. Of course you were, Ren. You came back to put on a display, didn't you? This is about your ego. Pokes you in the chest.
No, it's not my ego. I wanted to find out what the situation is. It's reconnaissance.
By fighting our father in the tournament in front of the king.
Yes. Our father.
Downright clever if you think about it. But still, Ren, come on. Foolish. Now, Lissa and Tannel, what are you guys doing at this point? Are you hearing any of this? Are you paying attention?
I think Swornell has wrapped up his set, and he's just stopping for a drink, and he's just kind of quietly listening without like obviously paying attention to all this, just in case Ren needs help.
Sure. Do you want to make a performance check for your end of set?
Oh, all right.
Melissa?
I'm still upstairs.
You're still upstairs. Okay. So you're still
I'm writing away.
Writing away, journaling and that kind of thing.
23.
She was given a bunch of scrolls on Dragon Wars, so she's copying all that.
Copying the scrolls out. Nice. Okay. That makes sense. Very good. And you roll a what? A 10?
23.
Oh, a 23. That's quite different to a 10. Okay, so it's pretty good. Okay, so that whole sequence with you and your brother Ren, then I guess is set to this really quite amazing soundtrack.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. So, what is your plan? And can I help?
Possibly.
I need to know something from you.
He looks at you. What else do you need to know from me? My plan?
Something else. Yep. Some Blackguard have done what I've done.
What's that? What have you done?
Well, they've left and pretended to be dead. Have you ever heard of any like that survived?
Everybody's heard of someone like that. Okay. Do I know where they are? Is that your question? No, I do not know where they are. I wish I did. If I did, I'd tell you.
All right. Well, if you hear anything about anybody who's...
Now, are you going to leave some means by which I can contact you? Or do I need to give you a stone?
You need to give me a stone. That's what I was going to ask you for.
Of course you do. Well, I do not have one spare upon my person presently, so I will have to come back.
That's not like you. You normally have all sorts of things in those pockets.
I do have all sorts of things in these pockets. I just simply do not have a spare sending stone for you at this moment.
All right.
But I shall obtain one, and I shall bring it to you, older brother.
All right.
Or no, he's the older brother. You're the younger brother.
Yes, he's the older brother.
And I expect you to introduce me to these friends of yours.
Why?
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion that whatever is about to happen with you is going to involve them. And I would like to know, beyond just a shadow of a doubt, that I can trust them. Because whilst you are very perceptive and training and all of that, I'll give it to you. You do have a fairly good judge of character, usually, but there have been times when I have had to ask myself the question. So, if you don't mind, let me be the judge myself. And I'll tell you, Dren, if you are under some sort of spell. For it may be that your companions are agents of the enemy. Had you considered that?
Oh, I considered that a long time ago. I know they're not agents of the enemy.
How do you
but I know there's something weird going on.
With what?
With this place.
Hemeth Tirith.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Well,
yeah.
things slowly getting more and more strained. Heard about the garrison, I assume?
No. What happened?
Evran has sent messengers to all the villages, outlying as far as Etz to the west and as far as Moonbrook to the east. He is raising another army. This time, they intend to march about the Banakaya and attack the Orcan Empire from the north. At least that's the plan I've heard. It hasn't been made public yet, but it's certainly in the works.
And Father approves this? Not that he'd have much choice, but...
Not that he would have much choice. He is, in fact, participating in the organization of this campaign.
The orcs are far greater fighters than we give them credit for.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I would. I've fought them.
Well, I suppose I should take your experience then.
And I think my friends could tell you a little bit more about the orcs. In fact, that's a good idea. All right. I wait here.
I'm not going anywhere. Barkeep, I'll have another drink, please.
I go and stand near Tennel.
All right.
Red
is lurking by you.
I just so I'm not playing music at the moment. I'm sitting at I'm just sitting at a table enjoying a drink.
No.
Are you going to lurk there all night, or do you need something?
Well, he wants to meet my companions if I have any. He has a plan, and I know he's trustworthy because we should have been dead by now. And he's a good man.
All right. Do you want?
Can you get to Lissa?
Certainly. I shall go and make sure she's available.
Thank you.
So I just go upstairs and knock on Lissa's door.
Oh, by the way, Hannah.
Hmm?
Thanks for trusting.
I have my own means of defending myself. Trust but verify. Anyway, so yeah, go and get Lissa.
All right, Lissa, you hear the knock on the door?
I go and answer it. Can I help you?
It's me.
Hi.
Ren has someone he wants us to meet. Are you presentable?
Give me 2 seconds and I'll throw something
Of course.
over my nightgown.
He wants us to meet downstairs. Take a few minutes if you need, but he wants to meet in the tavern.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Of course. I go back down and just tell Ren she will be with us shortly.
Okay, this way.
Of course.
I go to his table.
In a few minutes, I come down.
Okay. You can interrupt at any time you feel like it, Lissa.
Well, this is my friend Hannel. Hannel, this is my brother.
Good to meet you.
Good evening. And he looks around. He says, "Are we sure we're out of earshot here?"
We could go up to the room.
I think that would be a better idea.
All right, but of course, some people prefer first meetings to be where there's less opportunity for interruption. I see your point. Let's go upstairs then.
So you intercept Lissa on the way upstairs. As she's coming down the stairs, these guys are coming up the stairs, Lissa, and quite clearly.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Sir, I'd like you to meet my brother.
Looks like we're all going
Pleasure
the
to
same way.
meet you.
And you, madam. Ayla turns to you, Ren. He's like, please, if you wouldn't mind, please stop introducing me to everyone openly in the hallway. Wait until we're inside the room.
Of course.
And you get into the room. He seems a little bit more relieved and a little bit less uptight once you get in the room and shut the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, yes, I'm Ayla, and as Ren here has no doubt informed you, I am his stepbrother.
I sit on the window's edge so I can look out at the same time.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, you fell off and died. No, just kidding. Okay. So you're sitting in the windowsill. Ayla is, I don't know where you guys are. What's Lissa doing?
Just standing there waiting to find out what's going on.
All right.
So, Eli, you start.
Well, I'm not sure where to start. I'm curious about the nature of your relationship with my brother.
You two. Tennel, you're good at explaining things.
Well, I should start by saying that I have spent a considerable amount of time guesting at Solnor Temple, if you take my meaning.
Perhaps I do.
And then the Winter Queen wanted me to kill him, but I was able to find a way out of that.
Kill who?
I jerk my head at Ren. I never really liked doing what she wanted me to do.
Ayla looks back at you, Ren. Looks back at Tannel. I see.
It turns out, brother dear, I'm the prince of a small principality.
What are you talking about, Ren? I thought. When did this happen?
It turns out it's quite complicated. My father was, and he
Your
told,
real father,
yes, my real father was at the Battle of, what was it, brother?
Kobandor.
The Battle of Kobandor, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's a made-up name.
Yes.
We won't get offended. Only I will get offended, that's all.
He died in this battle, but he was a prince from the other realm.
The other realm?
Yes, from the
Far realm?
From the far realm.
The far lands, in fact. Twilight Isles.
Yes. The
Indraland.
Twilight Isles. You'll know the maps.
He sits there in stunned silence for a long moment. So, you're in fact... the irony. I'd laugh if you're more noble-blooded than our father.
Apparently, I am.
Oh, wow. So you thought you'd come here and slum it with me then, eh?
Well, no, that wasn't the idea, but I met my friends and I came to assist them with their problems. And I'm sure they can explain more to you from there. But I have more to tell you, but let my friends tell you whatever they wish.
Ayla looks over at you, Lissa. Tannel?
So there, I have been through a lot of things, and even some of them Ren still does not believe me about, even after all of this. So let us just say that after a series of events, I found myself under the control of the Winter Queen, but Ren was there when I was able to negotiate my way out of that thanks to a third party.
I see.
I have been traveling for a while. I have had run-ins with your Blackguard as well as other groups such as the Red Fangs of Shargas, Snake Men. I think they were called Yuan Ti. I encountered those in the sewers of Vane Gate, as well as various certain drow and other factions.
Ren, were you along with all of this? Were you there?
I only encountered him quite recently.
Yeah.
I see. So then, where might you hail from?
This is the part Ren does not believe me about. In this
believe me?
life, I was born in Abnal Gur. But then the Winter Queen made me look like this.
Ayla expresses a quick, short prayer it's more like a holy fuck than a prayer. In High Elven, which is very absurd.
Yeah, I will say though that one of the last things I did in Abnal Gur was assassinating a cleric of Lolth, if that brings you any comfort.
Well, what a strange destiny we weave here.
Oh, it gets much stranger.
He looks back at you, Ren. Oh.
Well, apparently these two tell me, and I still find it hard to believe, that there is a new emperor in Dagdagiel.
Oh, yes, well, I've heard of that. I heard he's a cat or something.
Listen, I helped him get elected. He is a catman.
A cat man? Elected? What?
It's... I don't fully understand it. Listen, you grew up in Dagdagiel. I don't know how it works.
Just as surprised as you are about it.
I see. Well,
I only helped because I thought it was funny.
It was only meant to be a distraction.
a distraction from what?
The plan was to undermine the Barakyle-backed candidates.
Ah, well, that makes some sense. Yes.
I've fought a lot of Barakyle as well.
But do you think they might
So have
assist
I.
us in our endeavors against, well, our situation here?
I have it on good authority that the Barakyle have en masse made deals with the lords of the lower plains. I would not trust them.
Well, no, I wouldn't trust them either, but I also don't trust the king. Less than trust, I seek some means of leverage. You say the Barakyle are not to be trusted. I had come to that conclusion, but I thought perhaps there was a way that some sort of... has not our king insulted them more than once?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he insulted the Winter Queen. I don't think anything would stop him insulting the Barrack Isle.
On at least 3 occasions that I can think of, he has cast them out of Tularathian.
I turn back to Ren. What if we, once we get Queen Claresca's situation resolved, perhaps she could be of assistance?
Perhaps she could be.
Queen Claresca?
Yes.
Well, didn't you...
He sort of stumbles over his words for a second, and he looks at you, Ren. Queen Claresca.
Yeah, it's of Scartabel.
Is she not dead?
No, she's not dead. She's with my mother.
With you? Oh my gods. Well, you've been busy, haven't you?
Yes.
Well, that will change things. Perhaps. Does Scartabel have an army then?
Scartabel? No. But,
What good is a queen without an army?
well, I've been thinking about that.
No, Ren, you're not an army.
No, I'm aware, brother dear. Did you not say my, what's your character's name, Avery?
Sornel or Tanner? Yeah.
Tanner. Did you not say something about you're stopping an army from going to Vane Gate or something? Or?
Well, so under the previous Empress of Dagdagail, the Barrack Isle managed to co-opt the Wyvernclad into sending an army to Vane Gate. It was supposed to have been, the order was sent to stop the army, but it seems to be still on course. That is something we have to deal with.
Well, I have an idea.
You want to steal the army?
Why don't we... Can you get in contact with your pussycat friend, or whatever you call him?
I have ways and means of sending a message, yes.
Why don't we get him to give Queen Claresca... No, I can't say the word.
Claresca.
Yeah, Claresca.
Yep.
Why don't we get him to give her his army on loan?
I think we may need to have something a little more official than that, but I believe something might be able to be arranged.
Because you've got the Daughters of Twilight as well. So that gives us something. Does it not? What do you think? A bit too far over the breach, or?
It gives us an angle.
Okay. And you, brother dear, what plans do you have? We have shared with you. Now,
there are members of the Arcanai who have slipped away into the night, left Tularathion, and have taken refuge in the mountains and in other places. We are in contact with some of them. When the time comes, we intend to raise a spell like none that has been seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So, we will stand by for your frontal assault,
Mm-hmm.
which one might hope, will come after Vane Gate has been recovered. Perhaps, if we're lucky.
Perhaps.
You might eventually get around to liberating us elves. He pats you on the shoulder.
Yes. And I know a perfect replacement
For who?
for the elves.
You're going to replace the elves?
I'm going to replace. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. I know a young prince who has a right to be on the throne.
Ayla gives you a cunning smile. You know the legends, of course. In fact, out of game, I think you might have even spoken about that last time you were here, when you were with the other group.
Russell, did we ever discuss the conditions for unlocking that sealed memory of Sornel's?
Oh, this might meet those conditions.
Okay. I don't think it comes back all at once. It's like, Prince, why did... I think Sornel just starts getting this massive headache. Why does that feel familiar?
Ayla looks at you. Son will make a wisdom save.
Yes. 26.
All right. You feel a gentle kind of investigation into your state of mind. It's not like ultra intrusive. It's more like just, are you okay?
I remember something. Water? An island. Why do I remember an island?
And does this island happen to disappear every so often?
That sounds familiar.
And did you meet a young prince that looked like, and I give a description of him?
It's still fuzzy. I remember someone in red. Why are they familiar? Oh. Well, I see he has a sense of humor. Don't worry about that. It's coming back now, yes. I recognized his moonblade. I believe it was the prince.
Yes.
I met him. But someone... someone who a friend of yours, and I look at Lissa, sealed my memories of the event. But yes, I have met him.
So it seems the more pertinent question is, who don't you know?
I've never met the Emperor of the Angkor Maak.
Oh, well. I believe very few have. Few have lived to tell the tale.
I've never met Kangi Mingal either, although I have met a couple of her...
Sounds familiar. Who's that?
The Orc Rebel leader.
Ah.
I have met, well, one was definitely her child, the other was adopted, I believe. Oh, funny thing, he actually found a deed for some land in Therith, and he still had it last time I checked.
An orc?
Yes.
A land deed in Therith?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to see that go down.
So would I, but I've lost contact with him, and I fear he may no longer be with us.
That's a pity.
I know, it would be hilarious.
Yeah, it's very strange, very strange.
Has the family still got Orica?
Oh yes, Orica, yes. Out of game? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm amazed you remembered Orica. I'm amazed I remember Orica.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you've got a plan, we've got a plan. Somehow we've got to get all our plans together.
When you intend to do something and you intend to strike, then call me. Contact me.
All right. All right.
He says, now, I've been looking at the calendar, and according to my blah, 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 and he gets out his almanac from his bag and he starts flipping through pages, and he says, I believe that the best time for such an assault would be on the harvest moon during this month at this time, and this particular time of day, and blah, 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 and the crops of this, blah, blah, blah. And so he tells you when he thinks the most magically appropriate moment would be to either take Hemoth Tirith or Vane Gate, for that matter. Which is about 3 months away.
I suggest we take Vane Gate first, because the Queen will need our backup.
Very well.
Then, but we're going to need to talk to your... Oh, by the way, our different associates that we work with, both Fox and Path, we've got to get them together at some point.
Perhaps a meeting can be arranged.
Do I remember?
Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, we're going to have to come to a meeting because I can't make a battle plan by myself. I need help.
I can get a message to the servants of the Vox.
I didn't know you knew them.
Well, that's amusing because it was you that put me in contact with them. Not directly.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I told you where you might find some.
You did.
You went looking, huh?
I did go looking, and I found what I was looking for. It wasn't easy, I might add. But
you might fill them in on the situation. And by the way, there is an organization that would join them gladly, I would think. And I look at my two companions, looking for confirmation.
I'm quite certain that they are willing to assist.
It's called the Flaming Path.
Burning Path.
Burning Path.
Burning Path.
Yeah, well,
how do you even get to be a member if you don't know the name of it?
Well, I'm not a member of their thing. Well, I am a member of their thing now, but okay, the Burning Path.
That's the initiation rituals. Like, can you say the name of our faction? It's the Burning Road. No, you're out on a stick.
Okay, all right. We'll get with them and we'll arrange a meeting. That's going to be really hard, Russell.
You got members of the Burning Path right in the room with you, Barry.
In the same room.
But
who exactly are you from the Burning Path are you wanting to have meet with the servants of the Fox?
I don't know. That would be up to, well, the situation, wouldn't it? But how are we going to play us?
What do you mean?
Well, because who's the Burning Path going to send? You guys. Okay.
You're already here.
Yeah. But who's the servant of the Fox going to send?
Well, that's not your business. You don't have to worry about that part. That's my problem.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Isn't that a problem? Because there's nobody from there anymore. Except
NPCs.
Yeah.
NPCs.
Okay.
There's plenty of people.
It doesn't have to be a player character, Barry.
Oh, okay.
It could be.
We
but
had double
as-
played before. Believe me, we've done that before.
True.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I brought it up. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. So Ayla says, my time is almost up. I'm going to have to leave. But I will message you in the next day or so.
All right.
And when I have confirmed a way for you to make contact with the servants of the fox,
Yeah.
then I will pass you those details.
All right.
You should be prepared to meet them. You would be, well, I suggest Lithlian is a good place from which to travel from to meet them. It is closer to their location. But as you will, I suppose.
Yes. Yeah.
And you are planning to look for our sister at some point?
Oh, yes. I plan to look for her as soon as I possibly can.
Do you think perhaps we should send someone in the meantime? It feels a little irresponsible of us to let her roam the world to get herself killed alone.
You can send Ulrika. Send him.
Well, yes, I suppose it's possible. He,
You know he's been protecting this family for years and years and years and years. So
it's true, but he's getting old now.
yes, I know, but that's all I can think of. It wouldn't look strange if he just left.
It's true. Perhaps I'll do that then. It's a good start.
Yeah.
He stands up. He says, well, it has been a pleasure to meet you, ladies and gentlemen. Lady and gentlemen. And
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
shakes your hands or gives you a little bow or whatever. And he looks up at you, Ren, and he says, Ren Talendaren, why am I not surprised? And he turns out and leaves, close the door. Dump. You are once more alone in your room.
Well, hopefully that's going to connect everything.
It might, Lissa, it might be worth us sending word back to Regile. It might be time we organized an expedition to the Angkor Ma'ak.
Yes. The Angkor Ma'ak. I don't think I can go there somehow.
I don't think sending any elves from our group is a good idea either. Orcs tend to want to eat us.
Yes. But you do you have? Didn't you tell me you had a orc?
Yes, he's one of the Mingali clan. Rather competent fighter, but he has a bottomless stomach, apparently.
Yes, he does.
I have never seen anyone eat that much in one sitting and still say they were hungry. He seems to have a stomach of holding.
You probably got kicked out of the Orcan army for eating half their rations.
And then he went for after the other half.
And that will be the weird crap about him. He eats, but he never seems to get fat.
Right.
He just has a stupidly high metabolism.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so, yeah.
All right. Cool. So Elar's gone and you guys are alone in your room. What would you like to do? You going to sleep or are you going to go sneaking around doing shit?
Doesn't really seem much point sneaking around doing shit without a clear objective that we're trying to achieve by sneaking around, especially with a curfew.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah, it seems risky to me.
All right. So you're going to stay
Um,
up late and make plans.
We could, yeah, we could discuss strategy, and
so,
Sornel could be like sending messages back and forth.
Okay.
so what do you think we're gonna do? How do we start this?
Well, it seems to me that the next thing we need to do is get in contact with the servants of the Fox directly and start working out our strategy, our plan of attack, and such like. How are we going to move to get the result we want? We can't just go in blindly.
No, no, we have to have a plan. We tried that once before and it failed miserably.
Hmm.
So, because the Winter Queen gave us soldiers and she gave us generals, and they all died um in Vane Gate when it was under attack by the Terragal,
The Barakar.
the Barakar. I don't care what they call it. They still pain in my blood. Um, yeah, the Barakar. Yes. So we lost many soldiers there. Mind you, I could go back and once we've firmed things up here, I might hint at the Winter Queen that she might want to get even with him
Hmm?
with the assist of another army. One more organized.
Perhaps. Not sure how she would react to helping me this time, though.
Oh, I think the revenge she wants to get for the loss of her people
That I can certainly see.
could be make you look like not so much risk. In fact, I think she'd love to put you in danger.
Yes, that does certainly seem like her.
Yeah.
So mean. She's
So,
lovely.
and remember, yeah, we'll organize it properly first. Out of game, I wouldn't know how to organize it myself.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, mind you, I have been watching Battle Tactics from the Middle Ages. So, all
Yeah.
right. Basically, what they used to do is basically get all the lords and all the people that they had together, and
Mhm.
then they made plans from there. And oh, ah, okay. But
Wrong game, did you say?
first, first, I think we should get um the queen on her throne.
On her throne.
Yes, Vaingate. We need to get her on her throne. And I think I know how we get an army in. We teleport them in.
You want to teleport an entire army.
into the
That would
daughters into the daughters of Twilight's thing.
An entire army.
And then well, that's how we got here. That's
We
how we got here with the Winter Queen's army.
Okay, but who is going to teleport them?
Well, we will take them to a teleport once we have sold, once we've got them to turn around. Take them to a teleport. You'll talk to the leader of the daughters. I'll talk to Mother, and I'll tell her that they'll be coming through bit by bit, and she can sort out what they do there. And then she can come in with the little queen herself, and then if they give us trouble, we'll already be within the city.
The problem is they're already several months away from anywhere. And the teleporter, it's not suitable. A squad, you might be able to transport a squad by the gates, but not a whole army, Ren. It's not, and I don't think that you can certainly ask her. I do not think she will be amenable to having a bunch of random soldiers come through. Maybe an elite squad, but even that is going to be difficult to talk her into.
Which army are you thinking of, Ren?
Well, if we can get Storm's army to turn around and come with us, then we can get them into the city bit by bit. And I thought teleport might be the only way to do it. Because if we can teleport with the...
Okay, I get your point. So
Yeah.
just to throw the wrench in, they are not near a teleporter, is the problem. They are months away from a teleporter, and you still have to get to them. And so that's going to take you as long as it takes to get to them into wherever the fuck they are, which is southern Moldrea. So, yeah, the nearest teleporter is Vangate.
That's the nearest.
To them, to where
What
they
about
are.
the one we took to get the queen in the first place?
Balkanard? That's
Are
even
they
further
miles
away.
from there?
Miles away, yeah. Like
It's in the wrong direction.
yeah, it's like 2 months away.
Because you're not going to... There's only one way you can get a whole army in the city without a fight.
You wouldn't fit a whole army in the Doors of Twilight complex.
Well, Ren does have a point. Like in so much as when he was in the Winter Court, the Winter Queen sent an army through that portal. I believe.
Right, but the Winter Queen's basically a demigod.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but if we can be at good terms with her, once we've sorted out the armies here, what we need, because we had to sort out here before we go to the Winter Queen and say, you want to join and get even with the king of the elves? I'm sure she'd be more than eager to. Because he did insult her really badly. So, yeah. The only other way, because if they see our army coming, you can bet those bastards will show up. Those ruddy chariot fellas and those, what are they called?
The Char Sith army and the Dagdagal army, the Wyvern
Yeah,
clad.
they'll all show up. So we got to get them in the city without anybody ever knowing that we're there. Unless we go to the tower. The tower had a underground bit that led straight to the city.
No, it didn't.
Oh, come on, make up your ruddy mind, because it did. We took the book.
When did it go to the tower?
We
Like
took the book under the entire city, and it went to the
not from the tower. From the tower. The Goblin Tower.
Yeah. They were connected.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we got away with it.
Okay.
Because the city was still under siege.
Yeah.
And that was the only way to get out, or we couldn't have got out. And then we buried it.
You know that the tower is like 6 hours by horse away from the city, right?
Yeah, well, I know we did it.
I know that there were tunnels that came out that went down to the river, that came through the river.
Well, we could do the same thing with...
You could do that.
You could do that.
There are ways of going through the sewers. There are tunnels in and out of Dagdagile. That's true.
Fangate.
Sorry,
Fangate.
Yeah, and Dagdagile, but that's not the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are ways, and there is a way that goes down through the Undermarket that leads out as well. It may be that under the tower there is a connection to the Underdark, so I guess there is a way. Okay, it's quite a long way, but yeah, I remember you because you did go down one way and then you came back again, and you guys were playing a different.
But how dangerous was that?
Yeah, it was quite dangerous, and it's like trying to get an army through a tiny tunnel is tricky. You know, you can do it, but it'll take a long time.
Yeah,
and they'll all have to be like 2 at a time. So, yeah. I mean, look, the other thing you can do is you can walk them in dressed up as civilians.
Well, that's the other idea I was going to have. We can have them all dressed up as civilians with their stuff, on them, and they can just come in. But we're going to have to break it down. We can't have them coming in as, of course, one last thing. We're going to have to say, Monday we send this lot through. Tuesday we send, somebody else through. And then somebody else, and then somebody else.
Right.
And then where are they going to stay?
We'll leave that to the Daughters of Twilight to figure out. We can't do everything.
I think the thing is, we'd have to have other people in the city on our side for this. Like, you can't just go, oh, we'll just send them in little groups. They have to have somewhere to go. These are soldiers. They have to have specific orders that they can follow. So, if we got some of the noble houses in the city on our side that could put up soldiers, but like the problem is that then we have to be careful about who we tell because we don't know who's been compromised.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea sneaking soldiers into the city, but there's a reason that historically it's not something you really do.
It has been done through history, actually.
Yeah, not very often, though, because it's really hard to do.
But that's what makes it the big surprise. Because nobody thinks you're going to do it.
Okay, the other thing is, how do you stop the city going into lockdown when this army appears on their doorstep?
Well, the only way you're going to do it, and Russell's not going to do it, is have a ruddy siege. There's no way Russell can do a whole siege. And one of the
we did a siege last time. We've done
no,
two
we
sieges.
didn't. We didn't do a proper siege. We never got to use the army to do what we really wanted to do. Because it was too big. Remember, we were talking about doing real soldier things, and it just got too
okay. We decided not to use the rules to do it, but we can still tell the story.
Yeah,
don't let what you think I will let happen change how your character acts. Okay.
Well,
I feel like you're going to blame me for your frustration.
Are we going to do this whole thing? But I'm not going to do it again where we do a whole thing and nothing happens.
Okay.
That whole thing was destroyed because of some of the people.
I mean, can we have this argument not during game time, please?
Sure. I thought you were in character to some degree.
But basically, it's just kind of devolving into an argument between you and Barry from my perspective at this point.
Okay, well, I'm not arguing.
I mean, I know you're not arguing, but it's like I mean, it seems to me like Barry's really set on this idea of like sneaking the army in, and I'm questioning the logistics of it.
Well, I'm not saying you can't do it.
Hmm.
I never said that. I said there was definitely tunnels. I also didn't say no to the portal either.
Hmm.
That wasn't me.
Okay. But you did say that the nearest portal was Van Gate.
That's true. You would still have to find another portal.
Lisa, do you still have that map of the portals?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on what I know, the army is about here on the map, and I'm looking at the map anywhere nearby where there's might be a portal, or is it just Van Gate?
Van Gate is the closest portal. You'd have to go back quite a long way. I mean, alternatively, Hemoth Tirith has a portal, but it's not very accessible.
No.
No, we've seen how
But this is why
yeah.
the army was going to siege Van Gate in the first place.
To use the portal to get to Hemoth Tirith?
Well, no, just to siege. No, that's why they were sieging it and not using a portal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, the other thing is, I still think that with Klareska, and if we can get the army on our side, we might not need to fight. It's better for everyone if we can avoid having to fight and having soldiers and other people die and damage. We need to save our energy for the real enemies.
Those wizards will show up.
They always show up. We just have to take care of any ones in the army.
Yeah, but we've got the Daughters of Twilight looking after us so far. But they can only do that for so long before the wizards are going to find out she exists.
Of course.
Yeah. And the wizards don't play fair.
I'm aware.
And they're not going to play fair with her. They've already managed to get her once, and that was with her army surrounding her. Well, at the, they got her there. That's why I feel it has to be a strong showing so that they'll keep away. But I suppose you're right in saying that, yeah, I suppose my way is a lot harder.
I'm not saying that I think it is worth bringing in some, shall we call them, elite forces to guard her.
Yeah, well, that's why I brought up, I've been wondering if I could find some old black guard, but we haven't got that kind of time. That'd be a force that could do it. I know for a fact we'd only need about 6, 7 maybe. 10 at the stretch.
Sorry, just gonna fix my window. Keep talking.
And then we've got to know what's going on in the actual place before we even make a move. What the political situation is actually. Who is running things now? Who's the head of that?
Well, I do have certain contacts in the city that we could use to get a better sense of things. People who have very deeply held grudges against the Barakyle.
Yeah. I really feel they would intervene somehow.
They would try. Their success is not guaranteed.
Okay. But we still do have to stop that army, at least from hitting Rangate.
Correct.
Because we've got to save that up for our later on plans.
Also correct.
Okay. So, Okay. Your people, aren't they elite enough?
Whose people?
The burning path. They must know. This is the Rain Gate setup.
We do have some strong combatants. The problem is that we already have issues in Dagdagyl to be taken care of, and we could perhaps spare some people, but it would be difficult to spare many of our highest level combatants. Although I could certainly assist myself if once I'm back in Vaingate.
Yeah. And yeah, I could help get that sorted too. Lisa.
Yes.
What do you think? You've been in Vaingate for a little longer than us two. How do you think we should enter Vaingate? You probably know all its little secrets, don't you?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Melissa
Not
hasn't spent
really.
very long in Vaingate, has she? Why would
No.
Melissa know anything about Vaingate?
No, I thought she
I don't know much about it.
Oh, from
I've
her
only been there twice.
draconic heritage, I suppose. Right. So, I mean, you would know that typically Vaingate operates with their gates open during the day, and even at night time the gates are open. They only close the gates when they really, really need to. So, if you turn up with an army and you fuck around, they will definitely close the gates. If you could sneak an army right up to the gates and through the gates, they would have a lot more trouble because they're huge gates.
Yeah.
And then they don't even really use them very often. So it's quite a big deal for them to actually shut their gates, and in some cases they're not even really even gates. Like there's at least three main gates, and two of them are more a case of like narrow paths that can be defended rather than gates. So
And they're made narrow just for that reason that it can be defended.
Right. Yeah. Both of those locations are parked along the edge of the river that comes in from the north and south. So as the river comes through, the river comes into Vaingate, right? So there's another option. You could bring boats in and hide people in boats.
Boats might be a possibility.
Do they have rubbish barges?
Yeah. Something the equivalent to that.
Okay. What about rubbish barges?
You could also put all the gear on the boats and bring the people in as peasants or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least we have something to work with.
All right. Well, at some point, no doubt, you're probably going to want to go to sleep, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you guys take watches, or are you over that?
No, I'd like to take a watch.
Okay.
You find remember that Ren and Sornil are elves, so we can also trance.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you two can trance the night away while Lissa has a good sleep. So, Lissa, you get up, you're feeling great and refreshed, and these two are basically awake at that point. When you get up, the second sun is just rising. First sun has been up for a little bit now, and you can hear the sounds of the city outside and all of that sort of thing. Horses.
Well, people, what's our plan? Shall we just wait for the stone from my brother and then or should we stay in the city a bit longer?
Well, there are several things to consider.
Okay.
Firstly, the magic disguising you is gone, so I believe you need to keep a low profile.
Yeah.
You would be expected to participate in the tournament today, so they will be looking for you. I believe that as soon as we get the sending stones from your brother, we should leave the city.
Okay.
Are you sitting on the window as you customarily used to, Ren?
Yeah, but I'm sitting a bit back from it so they don't see me, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well, I'm going to make a perception check for you. Hopefully, it's not terrible. There you go, 20. Okay, so you're sitting there, and you actually see Aylar coming down the street towards the tavern with somebody, with
Okay.
another person with him, and he comes in through the base of the tavern below you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ayla's here.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I have seen too much death.
About 2 minutes later, there's a tap at your door.
Okay. Come in.
It's me. Unlock the door.
Unlock it.
Okay. Aylar steps in, along with his companion. Two of them, another elf. This one looks like a wood elf. It's very woodsy. It's brown and green clothes with finely woven linen and fancy swirly patterns and things. He says, this is Kalen. I should like to introduce you. Kalen nods to each of you. Kalen is your new contact for the servants.
All right.
Good to know.
Good to know.
Kalen bows. He says, thank you. I have been informed of your position. If there's anything I can assist you with, I shall.
Thank you very much, Cal.
I'll do my best. Do you wish to send a message to the servants? I can arrange a meeting if you wish.
All right. Yes, I'd like to arrange a meeting with the servants between myself, and my two companions.
Of course.
Yeah.
I will organize that as immediately as I can. It will not be in the city, but I will find a location nearby. I think I know a place.
All
yes,
right.
yes, I think I do. In fact, I'll tell it to you now. Beyond the city, in the valley, below the city, there are ruins by the side of the river. If you have any trouble looking for them, most people are aware of them, but few go there. Said to be haunted.
Russell, is that the tower that we once stayed at? Those rooms? And we found my sword. My sister found my sword. Is that those rooms?
No.
They weren't far from the city. Oh.
From oh, I know what you're talking about. No, this is a different direction.
Okay. Sorry.
It's all right. This is below. This is closer to Lithlian. The place
Okay.
I'm sending you is close to the elven, the wood elves.
All right. Do I have any idea where she might mean?
Yes, you know exactly where they mean.
Okay. Okay. Yes, they seem appropriate.
Very well. If you can get there within the next 2 days, I will send a message for someone to meet you there. Someone who can help you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
And Aylar gives you your sending stone so that you can contact him.
Cool.
That is for you. Don't lose it. Don't break it. Once a day, 25 words.
25 words. All right. All right. All right. I put it in my bag under sending stone.
Very good. Okay. So thump, it disappears into your bag. And Ayla says, well, Ren, I suppose this is it. I
Yes,
don't know when
Brother
I'll
Dan.
see you next.
But you will see me.
Yes, I suppose I will. Hopefully in one piece, hey?
Yep. Yep.
And he gives you a hug
Yep. I
and
have him back.
pats you on the shoulder, and then he leaves with, what's his face? Caitlin. Right, they piss off. You're alone again in your room.
Okay. So, how much is there of the tournament?
How
I've got
much?
to get there in 2 days, don't I?
Yeah, if you're gonna leave, you're gonna have to leave now.
Now. Okay. We're going to have to leave now. If it's the place where I think it is, we'll have to leave now.
I believe us leaving now is for the best anyway. I was about to suggest it.
Yep. Let us go.
Very well then.
All right. Very good. So you're gonna leave Hemoth Tirith.
Yep.
You got horses and things, eh? Of course
Yep.
you do. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have them stabled at the Crumptious Folly, I suppose.
Yep.
All right then. So you head out of the city,
Yep.
with all your gear and so forth. You head out of the city and you head on along the main old road that heads down to Lithlian. You came up this way a few days back, and you see traders and so on, and all the people that you would expect. You get
Russ?
down to yes.
Christina?
I don't feel good, guys. I'm gonna have to go.
Oh no. Well,
My stomach is like
So-
doing flip-flops.
we've already got 8 minutes, so you might as well. We can call it here if you like.
Yeah, we'll call it.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
we'll just
sorry.
run it-
That's why I've been
Hey,
so quiet.
Hey, no worries. It's like
Sorry to hear that.
we'll just run a bit later next time.
Yep, that's all right.
Okay,
You
I'm
should
sorry, guys.
go
Hey,
to-
it's
No,
you don't have to
it's all
apologize for
right.
not feeling well.
No.
Yeah.
Look after yourself, Christina. We'll see you soon enough, all right?
Yeah. Take
Okay,
care.
see you next week.
No worries. We'll make it up.
Okay.
You have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.